All right, good morning, everybody. Toe lifts right from the start. And I don't know if it's from the last couple days or if it's from cleaning, but I am definitely a little bit stiff and sore today. Good, 4, 3, heels up, right, then left, right, and left. So I can definitely feel some of the workouts we've done this week. 4, 3, 2, right leg, we're gonna swing it, take it forward and back. So think about standing nice and tall. I wanna brace our core, and it's not about the height, it's just about getting that movement in our hip. 2, all right, hip circle, hold it out to the side, flex the foot, heel to the floor, just a good circle. Change direction. And 4, 3, switching sides, swing it, so front and back. And just start nice and slow. Good, reach and reach. 4, 3, 2, all right, good. So hip circles off to the side, nice and tall. Good, change direction. 4, 3, we're gonna hinge. So think about hips go forwards, bring it up nice and tall. So shoulders down, good reach, and squeeze. So deadlifts, these are a pulling motion. Good, take it down and up. So shoulders down and back, run those fingers right down your thighs, roll and lift. One more. All right, we're gonna take it forward. We're gonna hold it here. We're going to open and close. Open the shoulder back behind you. It's okay if it's not a big motion. Just trying to wake up that torso, wake up that spine. At 8, 6, here's 4, 3, 2, let's take those arms out in front of us and we're gonna pull and reach. So nice, good forward reach. We don't wanna let the arms drop towards the floor. Try to hold them parallel as high as you can. 2, good, bring it up in the center. We're gonna lift again, so heel lifts up. Add in, open and close with the arms. 4, 3, 2, just bring it in the center, wide stance, big breath in, squat, circle it up and overhead. Big breath, take it down. Good, now we're just gonna go down for our squat, so down and lift. Good, 4 more, 4, 3, 2, bring the feet together, narrow squat, down, 2, up, 2. So a little bit slower. We don't want to use our knees to use them to help us get up. We still want to keep them a little bit apart, just a narrower position. Down. This is one of our exercises today. First circuit. Good, 2 more. 1 more. All right, forward step and reach right here. Forward step, pull it back, squeeze the shoulders. Good, 4, 2, side lunge right here. Side step, hold it. Little inner thigh stretch. You can add a little rotation. 4, 3, 2, good, bring it in, step it back, slow lunge, drop it down, bring it up nice and tall, switch, drop, and lift. Option, add an arm reach, take it down, arm reach, we're gonna speed it up, so drop it down and lift. Good, 4, 3, 2, all right, bring it in the center. We're going to step it back, and then we're gonna reach for the sky. So step it back, reach for the sky. So we're combining a little bit of a lunge and a chop. Take it back, Good, switching sides. Step it back, reach for the sky. So we're just bringing our feet together. Nice, good lift. Or I should say, not feet together, feet hip width apart. Step it forward, take it back, bring it in. Arms down, big breath in. All right, grab a drink of water. We're gonna go ahead and get started. That's just a new move, so I wanted to demo it at the beginning so you could kind of get the feel for it. We have 4 circuits, 45 seconds work, 15 seconds rest, 2 rounds, 3 exercises. So lower body, upper body, and then a little bit of a cardio or a power move. So we're gonna do narrow squat, wide squat, narrow squat, wide squat. Round 1, we do front raises. Round 2, side raises. And then we're gonna do squat thrusters, which is a mini squat. It's a power move, so it's not a squat and a press. Mini squat and press. Like you really have to push something up to somebody on a ladder. So grab weights if you want to use weights today. I encourage you to grab at least a few weights. You know, set of light, set of medium or heavy, but 45 seconds work. Narrow to wide, 3, 2, and 1. So we just start nice and tall. So narrower squat, drop it down, and then we step out and drop it down. So narrow and wide. And if you want to alternate right, left, you can. I just kind of started going out to the right. So that's what I'm going to do. So narrow and then wide. So pick up your grocery bags, set them down. Or pick up a couple bags and then we got to squat down. We got to pick up those pumpkins. It's getting to be that time. Go to the pumpkin patch if you haven't already. So narrow and wide. Good. 4, 3, 2, 1. All right, front raises this round. Option 1 is 1 dumbbell hold on the end. Option 2, 1 dumbbell in each hand. 2, 1. Good. So front raise, front raise. Now I'm alternating just because I went a little heavier. If you want to do both at the same time, go for it, especially if you've got lighter weights. But I'm going a little heavier than I normally do, so I'm going to alternate. Because I know 45 seconds is kind of a long time. So lift, lower, nice and controlled. We don't want to swing them, right? And we don't want to lift and drop. Lift, controlled, both directions. 3, 2, and 1. All right, squat thrusters. So it's almost like you're getting ready to toss something up overhead. Little squat, mini, 2, 1. So down and press. So this is supposed to be a little bit of power, so we don't want to go slow and do a reach. Push. Good, down and push. Keep going. I gotta check something. There's somebody that should be here that I'm not seeing. Good, okay. So keep going, squat thrusters, 12 seconds. So this is a little bit of a power move. Use the energy in your legs, transfer it up into your upper body. 2 and 1. Good job. All right. We're gonna go back for those narrow squats, wide squats. And again, I'm switching over to the other side. 3, 2, and 1. So feet are just a little bit closer. Narrow squat, and then step and a little bit wider. It doesn't have to be full sumo, but I just want you to step it out. So down by your legs, and then down by your arches of your feet. So your weights are gonna be going right by your feet. They're not gonna be going out in front of your toes. We're sitting nice and tall, dropping it down. So if we pick something up, we wanna pick it up close versus picking up something that's, a foot or two out in front of us. 4, 3, 2, and 1. Good job. We're going for side raises. It doesn't have to be straight out to the side. A little bit of an angle is perfectly all right. 3, 2, and 1. So out and down. So sometimes we lift and it's right out to the side. Doesn't have to be. You can open it up at an angle. If you have shoulder issues, this is probably going to feel better. So think 30 to 45 degrees. There's your geometry for the day. So nice open arms. A little bit more out to the side than out in front, but a good lift. We have 12 seconds. We're going to go back for squat thrusters. Round 2. Good. 4, 3, 2, and 1. All right. Going back for squat thrusters. This is your power move, and you can do this with one dumbbell if you'd like. 4, 3, 2, and 1. So it's down and push. So it's not a huge squat. Transfer your energy. So it goes from your feet, through your legs, all the way into your shoulders and through your hands. Little push. Can you do right, left? Sure. I've got 15s. Definitely feeling my shoulders today. But use those legs. That's where your big muscles are. Make them do most of the work. 10 seconds. Good. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Good job. Bring it in, walk it around, grab a drink. We're gonna do a lunge and a side lunge. So what we're gonna do, right foot stays forward, left foot is gonna go back into a lunge, step together, and now your right foot is gonna go into the side lunge. So it's opposite, but it means that this right leg is gonna be the one doing all the work. Second exercise, bicep curls. Third exercise is gonna be that chop with that little lunge like we did in the warm-up. So decide if you want weights. We're gonna do a lunge with a side lunge. In 3, 2, and 1. So I'm stepping back, left foot, and then I'm stepping to the side, right leg. So this means that your right leg is the one that's going to be doing all the work because of the way we switch. So drop and step. So knee over your shoelaces. Sometimes we do our lunge and we push that knee forwards. We're dropping the back knee towards the floor. Nice, good step. And it's okay if it's shallow. You're still going to feel this lunge in your glutes. Good. 4, 3, 2, and 1. Bicep curls. Bicep curls. I'm going to do palm up. I'm going to go a little lighter. 4, 3, 2, and 1. Good. So just a nice good curl and take it down. Now we don't want to pull our elbows in and dig them into our tummies. If you can, have them right by your side, elbows directly underneath your shoulders. And when we come up, don't let those elbows pop forwards. Just good squeeze and down. So you don't have to touch your shoulders or get it up past your shoulders. It's just a good squeeze, like you're squeezing an orange between your forearm and your bicep. You don't have a juicer, so you're going to use your arm instead. Good. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. All right, we're going to do that step back chop. So my right leg stayed forwards, left leg stepped back. So that's what I'm gonna do here, 2, 2, and 1. So left leg back, and then step together. Left and up. Now we don't wanna step and rotate our hips with our feet planted. It's a little lunge and a reach, and you can do hip to shoulder. You don't have to go up to the ceiling. So little lunge, step it back, step your feet, hip width apart. So again, nice and small right here. We just don't want to do these big twists with our hips, with our feet planted. We just bring it up, step together. 10 seconds. You can do this body weight only if you need to. 2 and 1. All right, bring it in. Going for our lunge with our side lunge. This round for me, this leg steps back, this leg steps to the side. 4, 3, 2, and 1. So we step back, drop it down, switch legs, step out to the side. So drop, press, side, and center. So remember, this is your strength, so you don't have to go fast. You can work on good range of motion, trying to go a little deeper, keeping your chest up nice and tall. Doesn't have to be a speed round. 10 seconds. You know, sometimes we just get into the habit, we go fast. We don't have to. 2 and 1. All right. Bicep curls. So I usually do hammers. So today specifically, I'm focusing on palms forwards. 2 and 1. So good lift, take it down. So good squeeze and lower. This is the same thing as with our front and side raises. We don't want to bring it up and then just let the weights drop. When you curl up, your muscle gets shorter. When we go down, your muscle is the same one. It's resisting getting longer. And actually, that's almost harder than lifting it up in the first place. Good, 10 seconds. So up 2, and then down 2. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Good job. We're gonna go for that lunge with a chop. So this time, this leg is stepping back. 3, 2, and 1. So it's a little step, and then bring it up. So step and lift. So think like if you're doing a lunge. We've done something similar. Doesn't have to be a big lunge. We're focusing on a little power and a little core here. So tap back, little lunge, push through that front leg to bring that arm up and over. If you want to take it up a little higher, go ahead, your choice. Good, 12 seconds. Good, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Awesome, awesome. Walk it around, grab a drink. We've got one more circuit up. And then we'll have one down on the floor. And the one down on the floor, remember you don't have to go to the floor. You have options. We're gonna do a deadlift with a heel lift. So down, up, lift and lower. Then we're gonna do forward fold, rear fly. And then we're gonna do swings. Body weight if you'd like, grab weights if you can. We're gonna start, deadlift, heel lift. Nice good lower body exercise. And 3, 2, and 1. So just nice and tall. Hinge, lift, heels up, heels down. So forward, up, and lift. As we do our lift, we don't want to push our knees forwards, and we don't want to come up and we don't want to push our hips forwards. Really roll through the ball of the foot and the big toe. And I want you to think about head to the ceiling. You're trying to make yourself taller. Kids do this, right? When they want to go on that roller coaster. So hinge, up, heel lift. 3, 2, and 1. All right, going for a rear fly. This one we are squeezing those shoulder blades together. 4, 3, 2, and 1. So we're going to lift and lower. Lift and lower. If you need to, you can alternate right and left, but we don't want to open the shoulder back behind us. So we're trying to hold it right in the middle. Squeeze that shoulder blade in towards your spine to lift that arm and try to get it parallel to the floor. This is a good one if you need to. Hand on a chair to get that nice forward fold. Sometimes this just makes it a little easier on your back and on your body. 4, 3, 2, and 1. All right, we're going for swings. You can do one dumbbell in the middle. You can do one on either side. You can do body weight only. We're going skiing. We're gonna go skiing. 2, and 1. So it's just a little hinge. Arms come up in the front. So just like our deadlift and our heel lift, we don't want to swing and push our hips forwards like this or push the knees forwards. Hinge, stand tall. Don't even worry about the arms. Focus on your swing. The arms will kind of work themselves in on their own. So this is an exercise that usually you can maybe go a little heavier than you could do with like a front raise, because again, this is momentum. This is your power move. Good. 4, 3, 2, and 1. Deadlift with a heel lift. After this, I promise the last round is a lot easier. So deadlift with a heel lift, feet hip width apart, shoulders down right here. Deadlift, up, heel lift and down. So hinge, stand tall, heels up and down. So remember, shoulders down and back. It's very tempting. I catch myself sometimes where we hinge and we get a little relaxed and we let those shoulders round. We want to hinge, lift, and then go up. Shoulders down and back the entire time. This is when we're stiff. We are stiff, and we have 10 seconds. Good. 4, 3, 2, and 1. Good job. All right, rear flies. I'm gonna go a little bit lighter. I went a little heavy last time. And there's no shame in going a little bit lighter. 2, and 1. Good. Forward fold, lift, and lower. Try to get as close to parallel to the floor as you can. If you're not able to quite get that far, you're gonna be a little bit more up and back, if that kind of makes sense. But if you can get parallel, facing forwards, facing down, good strong spine. This is another one you can do sitting if you need to. We have 15 seconds. We're gonna go for swings. And then we're gonna chill out on the floor a little bit. Good. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Good job. All right, we got our swings. So remember, one dumbbell is fine. I like to do 2. Body weight is also good. 4, 3, 2, and 1. So nice and tall. And again, just start by getting your hips going. Get your hips going. After they're going, your arms are gonna kind of start to get a little bit higher, a little bit bigger. Don't have to go all the way up overhead. Parallel to the floor is great. Good, 20 seconds. Good, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Bring it in, shake it out. Walk it around, heart rate down. We're gonna head to the floor. If you don't wanna head to the floor, that's okay too. We're gonna do a bridge. And if you've got a circle band or a ball, grab them. If you don't, no worries. We're gonna do a bridge with an abduction. So we're going to lift, press out, bring it in, and lower. Then we're gonna do either put a ball here or squeeze the inner thighs together the whole time and do your bridge. We're gonna do a push-up with an ankle touch. If you're staying upright, incline push-up. Can you touch your knee? So it's kind of like doing a down dog. Push-up, down dog. And then our last exercise is a weighted dead bug. You can do a farmer's carry walking around or a standing march. That's okay too. But I'm gonna put a band on just so it's easier for you to see what my legs are doing on the first round. So first round, outer thighs. Second round, inner thighs. So if you've got a band, great. If you don't, no worries. We're gonna take it down. Nice good bridge. We're gonna lift up. Then we're gonna keep our feet kind of flat on the floor and we're gonna press the knees out, bring them in, and go back down again. All right? So 45 seconds, 3, 2, and 1. So we're gonna lift, press, in, and down. Now, if you have to stay up today, this is a really good one to do sitting down. You're gonna sit and you're just gonna do the out and in press, okay? The out and in press. Or if you're standing, you can do side stepping, same muscles, okay? Completely up to you. The band is just extra, but it's not required. But try to keep your feet pretty flat on the floor. A lot of times we roll out onto the heel or onto the side of your foot. We want to keep the foot flat, and we just want to get a nice, good press out. Feel those outer thighs working and glutes. Good. All right. We are going to do push-up with an ankle touch. You can do a push-up to a child's pose, or you can do a chest press if you don't want to do a push-up at all, and that's fine. So what I'm gonna do, knee push-up, lift up on my toes, down dog, can I reach towards my foot? Then I come back to plank, do my push-up, lift up on my toes, down dog, reach for my foot, and come back. Slow and steady. This is not one that you have to fly through. Push back, reach, and come in. I'd rather have you go slow. Good push up, get into your down dog, hold it, and then add the arm reach. 10 seconds. 3, 2, and 1. Good job. All right, we're gonna bring it over for weighted dead bugs or just dead bugs. Weighted dead bug just means that you have very light weights in your hands as you do the arm lower. So right here, we're gonna do opposite arm and leg, and it's like when we do pullovers. So just down and up. Weights are optional. You do not have to use them. If your shoulders are kind of sketchy, I'd almost rather you do this body weight to start. And if you decide to add weights, I've got 5s, and that's plenty. I mean, 1s or 2s would be great for most people. But it's all about the core, and again, slow and steady. So keep going. 2 and 1. All right, this round, we're gonna do inner thighs. If you have a ball, if you have a pillow, anything, yoga block, put it between your thighs. If you don't, I just want you to squeeze those inner thighs together as hard as you can. And we're gonna lift up, little squeeze, and then take it down. So it's up, squeeze, relax, and down. up, squeeze, out and down. If you don't have a ball or anything, you're gonna lift and lower, and I really want you to focus on gluing those inner thighs together. Somebody zippered your legs together. You should feel those muscles getting a little bit fatigued already because you're squeezing them together. There's no space between your thighs, your knees, and your feet. But if you've got a ball, I just like that one because it allows my feet and my knees to be hip width apart, but it's not a mandatory thing. Good job. Bring it in. Push up with that ankle touch or just a chest press. Just a regular dumbbell chest press is awesome. 2 and 1. So shoulders down, down, up, and again, I lift onto my toes, down dog, reach for my foot, hand goes down, come back to plank, knees down. Good push up, lift up, and reach. This is core as we do the down dog. So we're holding a core position during the push up because we're in a plank. We're holding a core position into that down dog because we're using our core to lift our hips up towards the ceiling, and it's stabilizing our body when we're in that tripod position. 3, 2, and 1. All right, dead bug, weighted, not weighted, personal preference. So all the way down, time is on. So arms up, legs up. We're gonna slowly lower and bring it in. And you can just tap the heels to the floor. You don't have to extend the leg. So if you find when you extend your leg and your arm that your low back starts lifting off the floor, keep the leg in closer and just tap your heel down a few inches away from your backside. So just a good reach. So keep breathing, inhale, exhale. Last exercise for today. Last one. All right, bring it in. Carefully set those weights off to the side. Give yourself a minute. Take a breather. I'm going to use this time to clear my area. Give yourself a minute, grab some space, grab something to drink, walk around a little bit if you need to. All right, shoulders down. Option 1, hands by your hips. Chest is nice and open. Knees bent, feet flat-ish on the floor. And all you're gonna do is you're gonna do the side-to-side wobble. So we're working on our wrists here. If you can, you don't have to, you're gonna lift up. Buns are an inch or 2 off the floor. That's it. If you're able to, you can start lifting higher into reverse tabletop, but it's not required. So all I want you to do is think about you're hyperextending your wrists right and left. You're bending it a little extra. And if you're super tight, your hands might be farther away from your hips, and that's okay. Good. Now if you're up, I want you to go forwards and backwards and start to stretch your biceps. If you're keeping buns on the floor, I want you to take one hand back, grab the other, and I want you to stretch. Lengthen the elbows before we start to lift. So I don't want them bent as you lift. I want you to lengthen and then start to lift. But if you're up, some of us are a little more flexible, and we can do this. If you can, great. If you can't, no worries. It's all about what works for you, what feels good. Stretching, but not causing pain. Good. Bring it in, set it down. Let's kind of shake out those wrists a little bit. Circle the wrists. Take the legs a little bit wide. And again, hands can be by your hips, or we can start to try to stay up. So just nice, good side to side. And again, especially like if you're in the middle and you notice that you're grounding and it's the only way you can get up and over, still want you to keep your hands by your hips. You'll get there. It's just gonna take a while. I still kind of struggle with this one a little bit myself. In the middle. Good. Here's 2 and 1. And then we're gonna go ahead and flip it over onto hands and knees. And we're gonna sit our hips back to our heels. And we're just gonna reach it forward, stretch out under the arms. And you can add a little side to side wiggle, wobble. Good, and we're gonna walk our hands back towards our hips. We're gonna come into a half kneeling position. And if you need to come to standing, you can. It's just a little different. We're gonna tuck our tail, squeeze the glute in back. And what we're gonna do is we're gonna do forward press, stretch your hip flexor, and then take it back and stretch your hamstring. So forward, hip flexor, back, hamstring. Now if you need to stand, you're gonna do a little bit closer together. You're gonna do a little push forwards, and then you're gonna step back and reach. So you're gonna take it back, press it forwards, maybe a little step in and reach. So it's a similar thing. It's just a little different when you're standing. Good. Last one. All right, let's switch. Same thing on the other side. So start with the tuck, the squeeze. Go forward, hip stretch. Take it back, hamstring stretch. So front of the hip on the back leg, back of the leg on the front. So hip flexor and hamstring. So forward and back. And you can have your toe a little pointed, or you can challenge yourself and you can try to flex that front foot. Last one. All right, pull that front foot back a little. We're gonna come up to standing. Just gonna do a nice, good shoulder roll, up, back, and down into your back pocket. Good, we're gonna take the right hand into the small of the back. We're gonna move it side to side, a little bit of a back rub. Good, and switch, so back of the hand into the small of the back, side to side. Good, bring it in, roll the shoulders up, back, and down, hold it here, ear to shoulder, hold it, nod your head yes. Good, shake your head no. Bring it up, other side, ear to shoulder, hold it, nod your head yes. And shake your head no. Release, bring it up in the center, big breath in, give yourself a pat on the back, big breath out, hands behind the back. Good, so inhale, little different, just still working on mobility, and take it out. So working on those shoulders, inhale up, exhale, down, one more time, inhale, and exhale. Good, just 2 big breaths in. Spread the fingers, spread the toes, and out. One more time. And you are all done.